Good afternoon to one and all. I am K. Lakshmi Sustrita
And I'm MD Bushra.
We are the students from 10th class. We are going to do an experiment on fluid mechanics according to the Pascal law. Can you know about Pascal law?
Pascal law says that fluid will be transmitted to the enclosed fluid will be without any change of magnitude to every point of the fluid, and the walls of the container, the pressure at any point in the fluid is unequal to the all directions. Now let us see about an experiment.
Fluid mechanics or hydrostatic is the study of fluids. It sets the equation for manufacturing the bodies.
Take a bottle, then we should make a hole here. After that, we need to keep air valley in the hole. After that, we should tie the air valley with the screw and keep MCI to it. Insert a straw in it. In the bottle, fix the mouth cap of the bottle with the spray cap. Mix a part of the screw in the air to make it more stronger without any air gaps. We need to put glue. Using the bottle cap by the size of the straw and connect the straw with a small cap. Then we should fill the bottle with water. After that, After that, with the help of the air pump, we should pump the air pump.
At the end of the project, we observed that when we applied high pressure to the bottle, how water will go through the straw, and the rate of the water will go through the spray cap that will produce the spray color water. This is because of high air pressure.
Due to the air pressure, the liquid comes out of the bottle in the form of the spray. The mechanism used here is a Pascal law. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone. I am Jay Vashni from 10th class.
A very good afternoon to everyone. I, V. Sai Vashni from 10th B, stand before you to show an experiment on why the sky is blue in color. First, to start this experiment, we need 2 glasses of water, a little bit of milk, a spoon and a torchlight. Now let's start the experiment. First, take a glass of water, take a spoon and add few drops of milk to the water. And stir it well. When we add the milk to the water, the milk particles are suspended, and this means that when we pass a light through it, like the torch, we can see that when we pass a light through it like the torch, we are able to see that light beam because the light is scattered. Try holding your torch in different directions. If you can spot any colors. Okay. In comparison to this, when we hold a glass of regular water, now try hold your torch with a regular glass of water and see whether you can spot any colors or not. We cannot see any colors because the particles are not suspended and there is nothing inside to scatter the light. Now, in similar to this, when the sun shines down the earth, it scatters the light through the atmosphere. Gases and particles scatters in lots of different directions. Blue light is scattered more because it has more light and it travels through shorter and smaller wavelengths, and this is why The sky appears to be.
I'm Ishwani of 10th class B section. I'm Nikita of 10th class B section. We are here to perform an activity on scattering of light. Here I'm having a laser light. I'm having a circle. I'm lighting this laser light into the surface. Can you see that light? Yes, I can see. Can you see the pathway of that light? No, I cannot see. Here we are having a water bottle. We have filled this water bottle with smoke. I am lighting this laser light into this. Can you see the pathway of the light? Yes, I can see. You can see the pathway of the light in this water bottle. Yes? Yes. You can see the pathway of this water bottle and you can't see the pathway of the light in the atmosphere. What is the reason? In the atmosphere, we can't see the pathway of light. Why? Because in the atmosphere, the particles are very tiny. In this bottle, we can see the pathway of light. Why? Because in this bottle, the particles are somewhat big. Now let's perform an activity. Here we are having two beakers. One is filled with water and another one is filled with water and Untitled solution. You can see this Untitled solution is hanging in water. This is called Colloidal Solution. Now let me on the light into these beakers. What can you observe from this? In first beaker, we can't see the pathway of light. In second beaker, in this first beaker, we can't see the pathway of light. Why? Because in this beaker, the particles are very tiny. In second beaker, we can see the pathway of light. Why? Because in second beaker, the particles are somewhat big. Scattering of light is the phenomenon in which light rays get deviated from its straight path on striking an obstacle like dust or gas molecules, water vapors, etc. Scattering of light is also called as Tyndall effect. This is called scattering of light. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity.
I am PC Middle of 10th class.
I am K. Manognasri of 10th class.
We are going to do an experiment on water prism. These are the materials: torchlight and a base and a glass full of water and a sheet of white paper. I cutted one paper like this in the middle and with the help of a tape I pasted like this. Here two properties are involved: refraction and dispersion. Refraction says that light travels at different speeds in different materials. Dispersion says that the different frequencies of light travels at different speeds for each other. The light hits the glass and it is going to change the speed. Hence the glass is curved. Refraction is going to change the angle of light slightly. Dispersion says that the theory of frequencies of light, red, blue, orange, green and yellow at different speeds, so the types of colors separated in a spectrum. Through a glass and in the water and the glass and against the outside. So you can see the rainbow effect on the either side of the glass because of refraction and dispersion. We are going to do another experiment on density. This is colored sugar syrup, colored water and oil. Water. And the oil. Sugar syrup has high density and the oil has high density and water has less density. So they do not dissolve with each other. As a result, it forms the different layers.
far away, let's conduct an experiment. What experiment, sir? Light traveling in different objects. Sir, what happens if light falls on the object? What happens? Light reflection. Exactly. When light falls on any object, a small fraction of light emerges. Can we find out how light falls on something? Why not? We can prove. Take one stone or a slab. We don't know what is inside. When a beam of light is focused on it, a beam of light is reflected by molecules. So, what is the relation with wavelength? Of course, when a beam of light is traveling from an object, change in wavelength occurs and when light beam is reflected by molecules. So, how can we prove the structure of gases, liquids, and gases, liquids, and solids by this method? This method, the biological organisms and the human tissues can be seen in the Raman spectroscopy. I feel proud to have such brilliant students like you. This experiment can solve many problems involved in science. So, what are the applications of this method? This method can be used in quality control in pharmaceutical industry, in medical diagnosis, every concentration, polymolecular forms, etc. So, the whole world will be thankful for your great inventions and experiments. I'm just really fun. I hope that other scientists can do the same for betterment of science and technology. Thank you, sir.
I'll be
sky and the ocean. What's the matter? Nothing. You look very educated. I'm Sri Rama. I'm the England. I was invited by the English tournament to participate in science contest. Yes, he is great Indian physicist. What? Great Indian physicist? What does it mean? Dear brother, he has answer for everything. Whatever you ask, he can explain. Such a great person. Sir, there is a nice person for you. Is there any color for this water? No, water is colorless. Then, why the oceans are in blue in color? What a brilliant question that you have asked me. I was thinking about this. No important solution. What? Raman, what is the solution? I was eagerly waiting to know why this ocean water is blue in color. Yes, my dear Krishnan, the ocean acts like sunlight filter. The ocean or sea water is blue due to absorption and scattering of light. What does this mean? An answer water does not possess any color, but the same water in the ocean appears to be blue. Why? Sir, it means to be the sunlight is falling on the ocean water. Yes, brother, exactly. Oh yeah, yes, Raman. The rays from the sun are white and are made up of seven rainbow colors. The wavelength is more in red and less in blue, isn't it? Yes, my dear Krishnan, it is absolutely correct. Blue color of water in the sea is due to scattering of light by water molecules. As blue color is less in red and more in scattering, so the absorption and scattering of light causes sea water blue. Thank you, sir. Now I understood why the sea water is in blue color. Thank you, Raman, for your valuable answer to this difficult question. Okay, Krishnan, very simple. Observe the nature and think logically, then we can do wonders with science. Considering the question, why is the sea water blue? That would lead to the discovery of Raman effect and it was imagined by the previous Nobel Prize. Common polygon and medium starlight has conduct an experiment. What experiment, sir? Light tracking in different objects.
We are gathered here for a good discussion. Today's topic is very interesting and relatable. Science is generating treatments, cures, vaccines to tackle the world's most devastating diseases. Thanks to investments in science and research, into new vaccines, drugs, diagnostics, and other life-saving health global tools have been developed and introduced since 2000. To make it clear, without modern science, there would be no way to use electricity, no plastic, no modern agriculture, and no modern medicine. Science helped us protecting ourselves against various diseases by vaccinations such as polio, tetanus, influenza, hepatitis B and hepatitis A, hip, rubella, measles, rotavirus, chickenpox, and many more diseases. You mean to say that science is a boon? Yes, I mean to say that science is a boon or a benefit to us because it provides us with a systematic way of asking and answering questions about the observable, physical, and living things around us. May I know what is science in your opinion? In my opinion, science is a way. In one hand, science is helpful, but in other hand, science has many disadvantages. If it has to solve one problem, it creates 10 more. We are too dependent upon science technology, but when it fails, we will become helpless. It destroys our simple and healthy life. So, how can you say that science is helpful to mankind? Yes, I can answer your question. Science has given us many
transparency of atmosphere. And also pollution causes long-term damage to our respiratory organs. So what are you going to say about this?
I have a solution for this. Instead of using vehicles which cause pollution to our environment, we can use electric and solar energy to run vehicles without burning fossil fuels, and we can plant trees to reduce pollution. The problem of pollution is sorted. Now, will you agree that science is a blessing?
No, we don't agree that science is a blessing. There are still many problems to get sorted. See, nowadays in agriculture, farmers are using chemical fertilizers which are polluting the soil, and plastic bags are thrown around. They do not decompose in soil, and it releases toxic particles which contaminate soil as well as aquatic life.
As plastics are polluting our environment, do you think it is useful for us?
Yes, they are useful. Plastics are often from petroleum products. They are so versatile. We can see plastics in every object in our daily life. Don't say plastic bags are harmful. Big brands are government. Instead of throwing them, we can follow 4R principles. They are refuse, reuse, recycle, and recover. Well said, but we have another issue, that is modern communication, which are insecure and are likely to be exposed. So, how can you say that this modern communication is helping us?
I can answer your question. Communication made us convenient, faster, and easy. In olden days, they used to send messages through letters and telegrams, which used to take a lot of time. But nowadays, we can send messages within a second and communicate with anyone across the globe. As we said, communication plays a vital role in life of human beings. Then how can you say that communication is a curse?
Communication is not totally a curse, but mobile phones, cell towers emit radiation which affects birds and causes health hazards to human beings. Yes, what you say is correct, but instead of building towers in the city, we can build it in the outskirts of the city to avoid radiation, right?
Well, we have another question now. So, medical science cures the diseases, but it does not pay out the ways to ensure the mental and spiritual growth of a person. Now, what can you say about this?
As we have already discussed in the beginning, scientists have struggled for the eradication of smallpox, diarrhea, Spanish flu, typhoid plague, cholera, and many more diseases. Nowadays, we are facing different types of diseases. Even now, scientists are struggling to discover vaccines to overcome these diseases.
But nowadays, by these drugs, we are facing so many side effects. And also some side effects result in disability, permanent damage, and even death. So, do you have any answer to this?
Yes, I agree that every medicine has side effects, but it's compulsory to take the medicine to cure the diseases. The severity of the side effects depends on the person's immune system. Then what can you say about the evidence like uranium and radium, which are used in atom bomb, which destroyed two cities, Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan during the Second World War? Even years or decades after this nuclear explosion, impact on human life is still observed. Like, children are still born with physical and neurological defects that are radiation caused by these events.
Then, how can you say that they are helpful to us? You are right, but it was not the fault of nuclear reactors, it was the fault of people who were misusing it. But now, we use it in a good way, like we can produce electricity by nuclear power plants, and isotopes of uranium is used to beat cancer and many others. And before you said that mobile phones were harmful, in this pandemic situation, with the help of mobile phones and technology, we were all able to complete one-year academic studies through online classes. And also, with the help of science, scientists have discovered vaccine for COVID-19, which is helping to reduce the death rate. But before the vaccine was introduced, The situation was out of control and resulted in acts of deaths across the world. So at last, I can say that science is a double-sided sword. Depend upon us how we use science either in a right or in a wrong way. The impact of science and technology is so wide-ranging, like defense, economy, medicine, transportation, agriculture, social improvement, and many more. The negative points against science are limited, but science is a wonderful discovery to make our lives better. So, now do you agree that science is a blessing to mankind? As we have explained, I agree that science is not a threat to mankind. It changed and made our lives easier and brought us out of the stone age. Really, science has many advantages and disadvantages. After relating to all these topics, we conclude that science has both positive and negative aspects, but we should always use the beneficial part of science. Science is the most important part of our life. Science has done many things to us. Science has contributed many things. So it's our responsibility to use it in a proper way. Thank you.
తరగతి చదువుతున్నాను. ఈ రోజు జాతీయ సైన్స్ దినోత్సవం సందర్భంగా సివి రామన్ గారి గురించి కొన్ని విషయాలు తెలియజేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను. మద్రాస్ రాష్ట్రంలో తిరుచిరపల్లి అనే చిన్న పట్టణం ఉండేది. ఆ పట్టణంలో చంద్రశేఖర్ అయ్యర్, పార్వతి అనే దంపతులు ఉండేవారు. ఈ దంపతులకు 1888 నవంబర్ 7వ తేదీన ఒక మగబిడ్డ జన్మించాడు. బిడ్డకు రామన్ అనే పేరు పెట్టారు. బాల్యంలో రామన్ మంచి తెలివితేటలు ప్రదర్శించడం ద్వారా తల్లిదండ్రుల్ని స్నేహితుల్ని ఆకర్షించారు. రామన్ చూపెట్టిన నుంచి 3 క్లాసులు చదవకుండానే 10 తరగతులకు పంపారు. 12 సంవత్సరాలు ఉండగానే రామన్ మెట్రికులేషన్ పరీక్షల్లో ఉత్తీర్ణుడయ్యాడు. ఉపాధ్యాయులు చెప్పలేని ప్రశ్నలకు సైతం రామన్ సమాధానం చెప్పగలిగేవారు. రామన్ స్కూల్ విద్య పూర్తయ్యాక మద్రాసులో రెసిడెన్స్ కాలేజీలో చేరాడు. అప్పటికి రామన్ వయసు 12 సంవత్సరాలు. అంత చిన్న వయసులో రామని చూసి, నువ్వు పొరపాటున ఈ కాలేజీలో చేరలేదు కదా అంటూ ప్రొఫెసర్ గారు అనుమానం వెలువరించారు. నేను ఈ క్లాసులో కూర్చోవడానికి తగిన వాడిని సార్ అంటూ రామన్ ధైర్యంగా సమాధానం చెప్పాడు. రామన్కు భౌతిక శాస్త్రం అంటే చాలా ఇష్టం. సైన్స్ కు సంబంధించి అన్ని రకాల పుస్తకాలు చదవడం అందరికీ అలవాటు. 1928 ఫిబ్రవరి 28న రామన్ ఎఫెక్ట్ వెళ్ళడానికి ఆ రోజు జాతీయ సైన్స్ దినోత్సవంగా జరుపుకోవడం జరుగుతుంది. 1930లో రామన్కు బహుమతి దక్కింది. భౌతిక శాస్త్రంలో రామన్ చేసిన కృషికి గుర్తుగా ఆ బహుమతి దక్కింది. నోబెల్ ప్రైజ్ అందుకున్న మొదటి భారతీయుడు రామన్. 1970లో రామన్ గుండెపోటు రావడంతో అతను మరణించారు. శాస్త్రవేత్తగా రామన్ చేసిన సేవలు మరపురానివి. ధన్యవాదాలు.
आज राष्ट्रीय विज्ञान दिवस है। इसके बारे में कुछ बताना चाहूंगी। राष्ट्रीय विज्ञान दिवस 28 फरवरी के बाद मनाया जाता है। ये एक महान भारतीय वैज्ञानिक डॉक्टर सीवी रामन द्वारा की गई महत्वपूर्ण घोषणा है। डॉक्टर सीवी रामन द्वारा प्रकाश की प्रकृति की गति की घोषणा स्मरण करता है। इस प्रकार को रामन इफेक्ट के रूप में जाना जाता है। यह वैज्ञानिकों, लेखकों, छात्रों और सभी लोगों को भी प्रोत्साहित करता है। तो विज्ञान का है, विज्ञान का हमारे जीवन में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण योगदान है। मानव जाति को विज्ञान के आधार के रूप में अनेक सुविधाएं प्राप्त है। विज्ञान के मदद से हमारा जीवन आसान और आरामदायक हो गया है। आज का व्यक्ति विज्ञान पर बहुत अधिक निर्भर है। आधुनिक युग विज्ञान का युग है। प्रकृति में मौजूद वस्तुओं के समग्र अध्ययन ज्ञान को विज्ञान कहते हैं। विज्ञान ने भारत के विकास में प्रमुख भूमिका निभाई है। धन्यवाद।